Hello, you are welcome. Let's see how we are going to solve this system of equations. We are asked to solve this equation y equals x plus 2. This is equation 1, and x squared plus y squared equals 28. This is equation 2. Now, what are we going to do? Right, so uh, we are going to start from here, right? So from 2 I have x squared plus. Now, look at this one here. This one, which is y equals x plus 2, we're going to replace, anywhere we see y, we're going to replace it with x plus 2, then all squared equals 28, right? So from them, the next thing we are going to do, this on this left hand side, we completing the square on the left hand side. This is going to be x squared then plus. Now this is like having, if you have a plus b all squared, this is going to be a squared plus what? Plus 2ab then plus b squared. So this is perfect what? Perfect squares, right? So we are going to use this to open this, right? So this is going to be, this x is like my a now, so I'm going to be having x squared then plus 2 times the a is x, right? Then multiply by the b is 2. I have this. Then I have plus the b is what? Is 2. That's going to give me 2 squared, and that is 4 equals what? Equals 28, right? So now let me try to write this in a standard form. We have x squared plus x squared plus 2 times 2, we're going to have 4x plus 4 equals 28. Now, I'm going to be having x squared plus x squared here will give us 2x squared, then plus 4x. Then I'm going to take this inside, plus 4. If I transpose 28 inside, we're going to have minus 28 equals 0. Are you following? So now the next thing we're going to do, we have 2x squared plus 4x. Now plus 4 minus 28, we're going to have minus 24 equals 0. So now we can see that this equation is divisible by 2, which means we can actually divide through by 2, right? So we have x squared plus 4 divided by 2 give me 2x minus 24 divided by 2 will give us 12, then equals 0. So now we have this quadratic equation now. We're going to use quadratic formula here. That is, we're going to have a equals 1, b will be the coefficient of s is 2, while we have c to be minus 12, which is constant term. So we're going to have quadratic formula to be minus b plus or minus, we have b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So here we have x equals minus b. b is 2. We have minus 2 plus or minus. So we have b squared is 2. 2 squared, we're going to have 4 minus 4. Multiply by a is 1. Then multiply by minus 12 all over 2a. Are you following? So now from there we have x equals minus 2 plus or minus, right? So this is going to be square root of 4, right? Minus 4 times 1 times minus is we're going to have plus 48. Then all over here, 2a is what? A is 1. So we have 2. That is 2 times 1, right? So we're going to have 2, right? So now from there we have x equals minus 2 plus or minus. This is going to be root of what? Root of 52, then divided by what? Divided by 2. Okay, so we can go further by having x to be equals minus 2 plus or minus the square root of this 52 can be 52 can be 4 times 13, right? Divided by 2, we have x equals minus 2 plus or minus. We take the square root of 4, we have 2, root what? Root 13, divided by 2. So now from here we have x equals minus 2 divided by 2 plus 2 root 13 over what? Over 2. So therefore we're going to have x, don't forget plus or minus, equals minus 2 divided by 2, we have minus 1, plus or minus, this we cancel this, we have root what? Root 13. So we have x equals x1 equals minus 1 plus root 13, and x2 equals minus 1 minus root what? Root 13. So we have that. Now, but don't forget that we are not looking for only x, we are looking for y too. So now, from 1, which is y equals x plus 2, so we're going to have our y1 when we have x1 to be minus 1 plus root 13, then plus 2 that we have here. So we're going to have our y1 to be 2 minus 1, we're going to have 1 plus root 13. We're going to be having the first point 1, it's going to be when we have x1 to be minus 1 plus root 13, we are going to be having y1 to be 1 plus root 13. That is, this is x1 and this is y1. Right, so we're going to pick the second value of x, that is, we are going to be having y2 when we have x2 to be minus 1 minus root 13, then plus 2. So this will also give us 2 minus 1, we're going to have 1 minus root 13. So we have our y2 to be this. So now the point 2 is going to be for x1 is minus 1 minus root 13 minus 1 minus root 13, then comma y2, that is 1 minus root 13. So this is x2 and this is what? This is y2, right? So these are the 2 points we are going to be having. So x1 comma y1, then we have the second point here, x2 comma y2, right? So now we can pick this, here. If you pick this one here, you use it as x the value of x here and y will be y here. If you are picking this second one, you pick x2 to be the x here and y2 to be the y here, and that is that. If you find the class very interesting, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not done that before. Hit on the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we upload new content. Bye bye.